Hi guys, welcome to today's video. In today's video, we will show you some wonderful things you could do when you visit Paris. Paris is the capital and most populous city of France. Packed with iconic museums and monuments, together with low-key treasures cherished by locals, Paris is a city that emanates la belle vie, the good life. Away from the highlights, the Louvre, Notre Dame and Eiffel Tower, Parisian life ticks along with a coffee on a terrace, a bike ride along the Seine, and wine-fueled lunches with friends in noisy bistros. Blending the blockbuster experiences with these local delights is the key to experiencing the best of Paris. Here are the top things to do. 1. One of the first things you could do in Paris is to see the Eiffel Tower, especially at nighttime. Dodge the habitual daytime crowd zigzagging up the Eiffel Tower's southern pillar staircase or cruising by lift to the top-floor champagne bar, and experience Paris's signature spire after dark instead. 2. The second thing you can also do is going to see artworks at Bourse de Commerce, the Pinault collection. There's a secret to exploring the city's latest blockbuster art venue, which opened in May 2021 in an 18th-century rotunda where the city's grain market and stock exchange once were. You can also book lunch in the top-floor Halles aux Graines restaurant run by legendary French chefs Michel and Sébastien Braz, and keep your wits about you when admiring the contemporary art in this world-class collection by French billionaire François Pinault. 3. The third thing you can do in Paris is to wander through Paris's history at Musée Carnavalet. The Musée Carnavalet in La Marais is an enchanting rendezvous with history. The architecture alone at Paris's oldest museum, open since 1880, plunges you straight into the Renaissance. Visiting the Musée Carnavalet is a sharp, immersive, chronological waltz through the glittering story of Paris, from prehistory to the terrorism-troubled 21st century. Some 3,800 of 625,000 historical pieces, paintings, sculptures, furniture, signs, posters, models, coins, toys, musical instruments, and erotica, adorn rooms perfectly styled to reflect each era. The most spectacular, the lavish painted ceilings, gilt and stucco of the Salons La Rivière, 1652–56, Hotel Wendell's Art Deco Ballroom, Fouquet's Art Nouveau jewelry shop, are the real McCoy, uprooted from their original location to the museum for safekeeping. 4. The fourth thing you can do in Paris is to go on a treasure hunt at the Louvre. At the Musée du Louvre, which has one of the best collections of Western art in the world, there are more than 35,000 masterpieces. It would take 9 months to just look at them all. Join that muse scavenger hunt to get the most out of this huge palace gallery, which was first built as a fortress for Philippe Auguste in the 12th century and then rebuilt as a fancy royal residence in the mid-16th century. 5. The fifth thing you can do in Paris is to take a tour at the historic Cimetière du Père-Lachaise. Take a tour of the ornate tomb art while paying your respects to 70,000 rich, famous and infamous buried in the world's most visited cemetery as a riveting urban walk. The historic graveyard, open since 1804, is one of central Paris's biggest green spaces, with 5,300 trees and shrubs and magnificent 19th-century sculptures by artists such as David Dangerous, Hector Guimard, Visconti and Chaput. Visit on a sunny day after the rain to experience this unexpected green oasis at its most lush. 6. The sixth thing you can do in Paris is taking a stroll at the Parisan Flaneur. When 19th-century town planner Georges-Eugène Haussmann bulldozed the medieval city's cobweb of dank, narrow alleys in the 1850s to create an elegant, light-filled capital of broad tree-shaded boulevards and squares, he clearly had Parisian flânerie, strolling at leisure, in mind. Left bank Saint-Germain-des-Prés, right bank La Mare and Jardin du Luxembourg are classic areas for slow, indulgent walks. 7. You can also take a view of the Arc de Triomphe's viewing platform. The Arc de Triomphe's sky-high viewing platform is dramatically less crowded than the Eiffel Tower, but with views to rival. The 50 meters high, 164 feet, Roman-style, triumphal arch commemorating Napoleon's 1805 victory at Austerlitz is also the best spot to get your head around Paris's Axe Historique, historical axis, a line of historical monuments forming a perfect east-to-west axis through central Paris. 8. The eighth thing you could do in Paris is to take a cruise tour on the Seine. Paris's geographical and spiritual heart is the Seine. It all began on its island twinset after all, with early settlers arriving on Ile de la Cité around the 3rd century BCE. Cruising the river with bateaux mouches or aboard a hop-on hop-off Batibus riverboat, part of the city's public transport system, is a memorable experience. Admire scenic UNESCO World Heritage listed riverbanks, islands, summertime beaches and 37 bridges spanning every architectural era. 9. The ninth thing you could do in Paris is watching movies under the stars in summer. Paris is one of the most cinematic cities on Earth. Film buffs can poke behind the scenes of Art Deco movie theater Le Grand Rex, lose their soul in a silent B&W movie accompanied by a live pianist music at the Fondation Jérôme Seydoux Pathé, or follow in the footsteps of screen star Amélie Poulain in Montmartre. Summer raises the curtain on romance with movies beneath the stars. Deck chairs are scattered on the grass in Parc de la Villette during free film screenings mid-July to mid-August. 10. The final thing you can do in Paris is going on shopping at boutiques and fashion stores. Be it your own made-to-measure Louis Vuitton trunk, a heavenly fragranced candle from the world's oldest candlemaker, or the season's latest from eco-conscious fashion store Cézanne, shopping in Paris is exuberant and exotic. Pick your courtier depending on personal style and gout. Taste, La Mare for workshop boutiques of upcoming independent designers and mainstream fashion, or around Canal Street. Martin in the edgier 10E for concept stores, pop-ups and alternative design boutiques. I guess you should have an idea about what you could do in Paris after watching this video. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like and share with your family and loved ones.